Cap. Let's make it happen, Cap. It's about that bottom line.
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Seven. Let's go. Saturday Citizen. Let's make it happen, Cap. En route to distress beacon. Let's go.
All right. We're back. We're in a safe place today, and it's called Star Citizen. Yeah. Wow. So much has happened. So much is still happening. So much more is yet to happen in regards to Cloud Imperium Games and Star Citizen, the experience. I don't say the game anymore. I say the experience. Holy smokes, man. What has been happening the last few weeks? It's just mind-blowing. I love the aggressiveness of the approach to updates. Just literally getting after it. No apologies, just getting after it.
Quantum travel complete.
Just gotta look at it and say, hey man,
Shield on.
thanks for going for it, CIG. Okay, protect. Need some engines, I need some guns. Guns.
Shield.
Alright. Protect that ship. No matter what the cost. We're in 4.5 PTU. Much better optimizations have been implemented. I gotta get there fast.
You've got to keep them off us so we can
Trying
work.
to keep them off of you, sir. Just hang in there and be patient. I'm on my way.
Shield on.
I'm on my way. Chill, man. Chill. I'm on my way.
Mayday!
I
Outlaws
hear
are
ya.
attacking my
I hear ya,
ship.
big dog. I hear ya. Just hang in there. Be tough. Be tough. I'm here to spot ya. I'm here to check 'em. Be cool. Be cool. Be cool.
Keep the fighters off me so I can work.
I'm working, man. I'm working. I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm on the ting, man. I'm on the ting. Yeah, relief. Chill. This little bugger. Oh, he has less of a wing now.
You've got to keep them off us so we can work.
Yes. Going for the other one. He's out of control.
Shield under attack.
Damn it.
Gotta put more power to the weapons. There we go. Time to blast.
Help me!
I'm trying, man. I'm trying here.
Shield under attack.
Oh,
Target
There you go.
destroyed.
Splash one. Chill, man. Chill, man. What is he haggling about? Any other enemies around? I doubt it. I just have to take him off the board. Then it'll reset and he'll stop complaining. Come on.
shit!
Oh gosh, this guy.
Thank you. I thought we were
Yeah,
done for.
I just needed to do that to. Okay, pilot in distress. It's been a problem has been abated. He's on his merry way. He's happy. Let me assess any damages. Doesn't seem to be anything. It's engineering. Making an assessment. Oh, look at that. The 98.3, fairly take rooms off the board. .3, some damage there on the turrets, some damage, not too bad. Problem detected. And then they mentioned something about repair drones, physicalized entities. I guess something between Server Blade, maybe We might see it in combat situations, maybe, maybe not. Maybe only accessible or available once you're in the hangar. Perform some automated duties. All right. Okay. Let's see what's next. Contractual. Another pilot in distress. I will do that. Oh, offers. Okay, accepted. Track. It's all happening in the Glacium Ring cluster. All right.
Let's make it happen, Cap.
Engaged.
07 Rampant print. It is going. It is a Saturday afternoon, sir. It's been a busy week, man. It's been a busy week. As you can tell. Sorry. 07. Getting into the aspects of engineering and how things have been going with you, sir. And what are your thoughts? How are you feeling about CIG, the entity, the company as a whole right now in regards to so many things as far as the game being updated, the surprising changes with VR now becoming an aspect of Star Citizen? We kind of paralleled the analogy or reference Ready Player One. They're literally at this point made it official that they're going after that. And you kind of say, Ready Player One, well, this is the closest reality to that movie or novel or novels, that it's moving into the technical aspect of Ready Player One, that experience, and divesting a lot of your time and efforts into this game and how you play it in as if it's a real life experience virtually. Incredible stuff. Yeah, it's so exciting that it sort of have us dumbfounded in response. There's not a lot of response because we're literally just like, what? In shock. It's almost like a shocking or shock aspect of what's going on, right? It's shocking. And I think that's the consensus, that it's exciting. It is. Well, yes. But with that said, Ramprint, look at the ships that we buy. Look at the number of ships we have. And look at, over the years, how we've updated our rigs to kind of mimic what they're doing. And the thing is, I had conversation recently about that aspect of, hey, it's another PC, right? If you have VR, that's great. That's capturing already existing market. But like they said, this is just experimental mode. This is more of transparency and bringing in things related to Star Citizen that they're willing to, and being bold about, hey, try this, see what you think of this, tell us what you think of this. It's more of that. But in the aspect of when it becomes official, imagine VR companies chomping at the bit to have a customized version of the VR experience of Star Citizen, because when you compare it with other VR games, it's exclusively VR, right? That game. But this is a premiere, well, I'm gonna say the words alpha. I'm gonna be careful and say it's not a game, but a game in development where it's a one-to-one experience without VR, and then you jump in VR, and it's the same platform, right? That's rare. I don't think you can probably count on your left pinky how many other games kind of present that ability, right, out the box. And it's very unique, and it proves that there is a market. We see the success of VR. We see the many manufacturers that are out there. But I would suspect that someone's going to step up to plate, because when it comes down to, like you said, expense, the expense comes from the concept, right, of going all out, right? No doubt about it. Facts. And so when you talk about VR and when it becomes official with Star Citizen or Cloud Imperium Games / Chris Roberts, he is not going to just say, hey, I'll just go with the experiences out there. Well, with that said, there's going to be VR hookups and they're going to accommodate, but knowing Chris and what he wants as far as that quality level, he wants something that stands out or basically mirrors the efforts of what they want to do in concept of the game. And so they want a manufactured VR set that's in similar parallel of the reach for quality, right, and uniqueness. So I don't think he's just going to say this is the flagship. I'll be shocked. But kind of like what they wanted to do with the joystick situation, but SciTech went out of business, so that's on them. That's either here or there. But he probably wants to look at VR settings and manufacturers and say, hey, what can you? We're bringing to the table something exclusive for your VR company. So you gotta give us a bone, more than you gotta give us a ribeye. And so they want that experience to be at the highest possible achieved level that will mirror what the concept of what they're trying to do with Star Citizen. So yeah, I suspect that when it's all official, that they're going to have a very high-end VR system that can really kick it out and really merge that experience on a virtual level that will parallel the efforts of what they're doing right now. So with that said, Ramprint, just wait. If you have a VR, you're good. Everyone, no shade thrown out there. As you have a VR set, that's great. There you are. You have the virtual aspects of Star Citizen. Enjoy, and they're going to reiterate. But if I was to do that, I want to see what the official offerings and collaboration will become once they are really, really dialed in with the VR experience. And the longer you wait, the better. 07 Ta. VR is kind of expensive and not everyone can enjoy it. It's cool, they're taking care of that, but engineering is a bigger deal, I think, for the big picture of the project. Yes. Well, and it's the first iteration of multi-crew, because I think once they nail down engineering, then we're probably going to move over to scanning. We're probably going to move over to medical. We're going to probably move over to navigation, and the blending of the cartography center, whether it's a larger ship like the Carrack carries it in a room, or it's juxtaposed on a UI experience, an MFD for the navigation. Well, not just the cost gate with VR. People with visual problems, people with motion sicknesses. Yes, you gotta. This is an adult game, and that encompasses that. That's literally the answer to that Rand print. If your kids, parent, you have kids, and kids say, "Hey, I want this." As a parent, you better do the research. As an adult, you're an adult. So you don't want to go all in, and there's going to be a lot of fine prints in that regard, Rand print, and things that will say based upon this, these hours spent, da 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 da. It's almost like an NDA sort of type. It's like going to that hot chicken shack or that super spicy thing they have on the wall, and people that pass the test. You're going to sign that NDA to say, hey, I'm being a fool about it. So I won't be able to sue you because they're telling me it's hot. I'm not trying to downplay how cool it is that it works now to people that use it. You were an early adopter of VR. It's super cool to feel like you're in a game. I couldn't play Star Citizen with that stuff on my face. Exactly. So that's adulting it, right? Todd says, the VR team at CIG is likely not able to work on engineering and help make it better simply because not every team working on something is able to work on everything CIG is doing. Yeah, partnerships may come in, expertise, commission work may come in, and thankfully for IAE, they're going to be able to do some serious hiring of major big guns, bringing them in to get this thing over the hump. And especially if it's someone they partner up with as far as the VR side of it, they're going to lend their expertise because it's a partnership, right? So that's where it goes. I never said anything negative about dude adding VR in his own time. I'm just thinking engineering is a big deal. Oh, it's foundational, right? It's a big deal just the same to say we get base building. It's a big deal for crafting. What we're seeing are pillar features that starting to come into game. And so, yeah, you're exactly right. It's a big deal because as you see where we went from 2.0, if I go to the roadmap, to 4.5, and what that meant was like features, gameplay, and things added. Now we're getting into the aspects of Star Citizen where we're seeing, and it's easy to detect that, oh, we need this foundational piece. This foundational piece is coming into play. Now we're seeing how the game will dramatically change how you have to respect the aspects of the aspects of the gameplay are becoming concrete, so you're not going to fly around the ship and randomly cause havoc, because now the framework is set in place. You're going to have to perform maintenance. There's a cost and time sink for those things that's required for you to do, such as the repair and maintenance or the reinstallations of systems, and then it goes from single player all the way up. It scales to the capital side on ship involvement and crew member involvement. But then you open up the doors of base building, retention of resources, holding on to resources, procuring those resources to add to or assist in the building and repairing of things. So now it's not just a random get in and create havoc and get out. There's a cost, right? So that goes without saying that now the game engine itself is dictating how you play, which is fine if you really want to play Star Citizen the right way, which is not fine for the people who want to abuse it and try to put themselves in front of CIG to say, hey, look at me, look what I can do. So it's a good thing. Overall, it's really a good thing. Ty is saying, my bet is when they showed engineering in 23, they didn't realize that server meshing would cause bigger problems with it as well. And I'm realizing that the majority of the ships they have are not ready for the engineering side of the game. Now, most of the ships are closer to gold standard, so it's an acceptable release. And then, you know, to add to what Ty is saying, the meshing technology is not done. There's a higher ceiling that can be applied to their approach to not just meshing of servers, but the hybrid system of having you know, a number of servers on their end, cloud gaming or cloud-based servers. So it's going to be a platform or a hybrid system going forward, and we've yet to see what dynamic meshing will actually do, which is expected for next year. So it's only getting better, and I think they're looking at optimizations ongoing. It's an ongoing thing, and then with the advent of AI and new technologies peeping in for next year, it's only going to make their job easier, you know, going forward. It's only going to make it easier. And the more they scale up, meaning adding more systems, the less likelihood of latency, because now players will be able to spread out. Then they'll be able to pollinate NPCs into the equation so that it's, you know, as you're further out and it's not likely that you're going to have encounters, you're encountering mission givers and NPCs and things of that nature. So it's going to be a good thing. But people won't really, people who's 100% vested into the game won't really be concerned too much about the encounters, whereas they are more focused on the things to do in game, right? So you're living on a base, you have resources stored, you're gathering things, you're making money, and then, you know, expectations for next year, along with the dynamic meshing, you're also expecting the economy system to be coming out and really putting its stamp on the game experience. The lack of resources, the abundance of resources, so a flow and ebb of those instances where you see those cycles of the economy is up, it's down, and retention of resources to abate the economic, you know, issues or crises. And even there's political gameplay, like the leaders you vote for have influences, and then you have people who support those leaders kind of take the narrative to extremes, such as you saw where the scientists and the technology emperor was all about technology and education, and he went to another level with it. So you see the positive and negative influences prevail and be a part of the gaming system. So good stuff, man. Ramprint is thrilled about the overclocking of components, and we can really dial in power versus stealth. And I think, yeah, as we get more into, I think at some point NPCs are going to be the elephant in the room. Probably next year, that's going to be a good debate and contention area of, that's going to be a good area of contention with discussions on, hey, I need personnel to support my ship. I want to hire, I have a number of ships. I should be having these crew members assigned to me. That's probably, we probably won't see that early on, but probably towards the end, we'll probably have some sort of communication or updates pertaining to that, because it's getting closer to the point where, you know, like with engineering, the next major system or systems are starting to come on board with, you know, multi-crew aspects. You know, as I stated, the scanning, medical. You're gonna need maybe a combination of actual players and NPCs to help you with your multi-crewed ship. Next spring should be awesome. New ships, definitely crafting, because we're getting tier tech preview this month with crafting Ramprint, and then building for next year. I believe so, because it is official that the Galaxy will be at IAE, and no doubt about it, it should have the base building module added to it. That's going to be really, really cool. And yeah, we can X off engineering on the roadmap, even though they will continue to reiterate and improve upon the performances, the updates needed based on game player experiences. So it's a welcome iterative update. It's welcome. We're open to, we're good with that. We're accepting of that. We're happy with that. We're happy with that. And we want to keep that going because of what it means to the betterment of Star Citizen. And then speaking of which, next year, we're also going to be, you know, at some point entertained.
You should stock up before going out. I'd hate for you to not be
We'll
ready
be
for anything.
entertained with
Good luck out there.
Squadron 42. Right? And imagine if they have VR. Is it VR for Squadron 42 as well? That's another aspect where people are like, yeah, baby. No one, I have not heard anyone speak of that. So I don't know if it's enabled or will it be enabled for Squadron 42. That would be really, really cool. Lo and behold. But I'm just as much as engineering, and now I'm looking at aspects of the multi-crew ship features. I think scanning really piques my interest, right? A deeper understanding of it, the updates of what that may look like from a scanning UI. It's custom. You can peer into things. You can go into range of, or you get data coming from probes, maybe to extend your scanning features. You're getting probes in game, right? Or you have a onboard scanner that will go various distances. Well, scaling, right? It can scale, and then it gives you data back as to what's going on. That's going to be fun. Almost like with submarine warfare, passive, using passive scanning to kind of keep your signature low, but you're receiving, pinging and things of that nature. You're receiving signals on objects moving about and getting that data. Then if you go aggressive, you're revealing your coordinates, but you're able to really peer in detail of what those objects are. The cat and mouse game of any gameplay feature, but in real life, submarine warfare is what comes to mind in regards of scanning, and it can go even further than that. Like if you take specific ships, like a Carrack has its probes, or exploration ships, maybe, yeah, specifically with the Carrack, physicalized probes that will project further and give data back about things, especially as we get more systems as they're introduced. Maybe Vandal Space with those military ships, using the Terrapin as a point of using it as point to send back information. I hope they really dial in the abilities or capabilities of the Terrapin, the original one, where it can sort of like work like AWACS, where it gives signals back, footprints and things of that nature of what's going on, and it projects back to the orgs or the crew members. It will speak back to what's going on. I think that would be cool. Using it as a actual probe, giving information back.
Shields on.
What the hell is that? Trying to see what that ship is, man. Neutralized. What ship is that? Oh boy, here we go. But yeah, supposedly the tech preview is coming for crafting. You're basically, there's a loader. You're putting in the materials to make certain things. And I think it's specifically with armor. Nothing with weapons, but armor. They're utilizing that first. Okay, I'm maxed. Okay, target coming into view, almost ready to fire upon it. Okay, weapons free. Oh, is that a...
Shield under attack.
Is that a cutlass? You gotta be kidding me. A little... Come on, Rambler. Stop it. This thing takes out attack, man. It deserves accolades. Big time accolades. And it might just do that. Not. Patrolling the area. Yeah, I think, I think I might have guessed the thing that Jared was talking about with ship talk. And if you look at the latest screenshot of 4.5, the Senate is not negotiating. The Senate of the United Earth Empire is in discussion with whether or not they need to bring Nix 1 back to the United Earth Empire because of the optimization, because of the optimism of the terraforming technology. They're ecstatic about what it can do, and they're seeing the dollar signs of, hey, look, we can bring this planet back to the UEE because it's profitable. But what about the citizens of the Republic that live in Nix, that claim that system after it was abandoned initially by the UEE? But they didn't ask for permission to terraform that planet. UEE just came in, terraformed, and says, hey, this worked out pretty nice. I think we need to bring this back into the UEE. And then the People's Republic are like, wait a minute. You abandoned this. We claimed this for ourselves. As a matter of fact, we left the UEE to get away from you. But the argument or the debate would be, you're still in the UEE whether you like it or not. And even though we abandoned that system for lack of resources, we never officially gave it to you or sold it to you or signed off that system to you. So what are you talking about? And so Jared mentioned that the reveal of the battle cruiser would take a military event or something that would bring that into the reveal. So I think that's what it is. That little blip on the opening screen about the Senate wanting to bring Nix 1 back to the UEE. That would make me. Well, that's the thing. Now, here's the thing, Ramprint. You already sounds like you already drew your line in the sand right there. He's like, you have no right. I will get into my Perseus or whatever my ship is, my Idris, and I will fight you, UEE, for that. You better not do any colonization of a populated system that will make the UEE pretty shady. You better negotiate peacefully. You're not taking that planet, says Ramprint. I was thinking about that the other day, man. What, getting in on your ship and ready to fight? Yeah, it's going to be a conflict. So we may not see the actual battleship being pulled or in game, but the threat of, hey, you'll see it on the news splash of, hey, there's the battle cruiser that they're talking about, and the manufacturer who builds that ship is possibly getting into the fray. Don't make me go Michael P. I'm gonna go MP on him. Oh gosh. Stanton is all corporate planets, but none of them were inhabited. Oh boy, here we go. So it begins. Yeah, military event about to happen, y'all. Right in chat. Look. That's it. It's about to happen, Captain.
Let's make it happen, Cap.
I think that's going to be the tipping point right there. If not, we were close. But I digress. That's pretty much where it goes down. It's pretty much where it goes down. Yep, it's going down. I think that's when it happens. Should be very interesting. Oh yeah, that's the last concept. You're right. No, it's not a pre-hint. They literally said that will be their last concept ship. So Invictus, when is Invictus? Is it May? I'm losing track here. I think it's May or April for Invictus. I'm not sure, but I think Chris Roberts wants a class war in Star Citizen. Well, we're getting Terra in before 1.0. After Nyx is done, the next location should be Castra, which also have the same amount of planets and moons when you compare it to Nyx. So it pretty much opens or helps them with getting Terra online sooner than later. So Terra is right there, the heart and crown of the UEE. So there you have it, the basis for that conflict to happen, where, you know, Origin and Terra, the UEE, they're all based there at, you know, the central location, and then you have that conflict between Nyx and UEE. I don't know. I think the battle will play out as you already know, that we can have so many ships in one instance now, and then probably with the expectations that we're going to see dynamic meshing, we'll see an increase of optimizations with that, as well as the number of ships. So you could very well see, you know, not just what he wants to see as far as the type of war, but an actual large-scale battle. Chris is going to sit back and just like, this is why I've developed Star Citizen right here. This is why I've developed it. Look at that. Large scales, that's going to be his pitch. Large scales battles are now achievable through dynamic meshing. You're able to wage large-scale, wars, conflicts through orgs, strategize, using the cartography center or that system and setting waypoints to coordinate your combat and strategy. Yeah, that it's Star Wars and Star Trek all wrapped up into one, because on a universal level you have the battles, and on a molecular level you have the bridge, the captain, the crews, the engineering, the scanning, the turrets. Yes, a lot of people could use to learn why they cheered for the rebels. And yeah, exactly, he's bringing that back to what we're seeing here. And it's not so much of a radical, like I said, it's not a very radical version. What he's showing us is layers of gray that will cause the conflicts and allow that to still happen, even though you kind of like, you're a little soft on whose side you should stick on because of the circumstances. Not that the Empire's trying to just demolish anyone who talks back, but more of, hey, these are the politics of it. This is where the line is drawn in the sand, and are you with me or not? This is about us being united against the Vandal, not divided. And the Republic, the people of the Republic are saying, we just want our peace. We don't want nothing to do with the UEE. So you have those levels. 07, Fenrir. Oh, you've been trying to put a bug in their ear about, 1905, about huge versus fleet battle. Now that we have the Perseus and Polaris and Idris, yeah, and then soon with that, the Kraken is coming as well. You're going to have the Kraken, and presumably the battle cruiser, right? And then a plethora of other ships once Squadron 42 is released. What? Yeah, you're going to have the large ships, and you're going to have the single player ships all in an instance. Right, but it's also living space now. It's also it's strategic too, Ramprint. When you look at where you look at the logistics, you have Vandal. Well, you have one. Let me dial it up. You have circumstances, or you have a series of events that's happening right now. With what happened with that crises with the crazy doctor and the Vandal, the cloning and the quantum entanglement issues. Now, yep, we can crew it. With that happening, you have that opening the doors, and now with that experimentation happening, and you have mercenaries capturing and giving Vandal bodies over to science for the Mad Doctor. They stirred up a hornet's nest. Now you're looking at the adjacent section. It's right here. Senate to discuss potential Nix reevaluation. With a terraformation of Nix 1 underway, could the United Earth Empire reverse course and finally claim the system? But the Republic, the people of Republic, live in Nix. It's theirs by right, they feel. So, yeah. So back to those current events that occurred with the mad scientists. Mercenaries were taking bodies, Vandal bodies, and he was experimenting using quantum entanglement to try to solve that crisis. And unfortunately, Nix is adjacent to the Vandal territory. Now that the UE came in and made habitable an uninhabitable planet, Nix 1, they're saying this is more about protecting the interests of the United Earth Empire, not the Republic, who are still under the umbrella and protection of the UEE because they're within their jurisdiction. Even though they wrote the system off for lack of resources, now there's credible resources there, but it's also a hedge of protection to push the Vandal back. So there's a lot of layers of gray and events that kind of put them all in that situation. No one's backing down now. They have no responsibility, and then when they say there is no responsibility, there is no claim as well, right? Because what are they doing to protect the UEE? They're not going to protect the UEE. So the UEE says we're going to protect ourselves. So we're going to take an uninhabitable planet and make it habitable, claim it for ourselves because we put in the work to make it habitable. No investment or no stakes by the Republic, so they have no say-so. There's the argument. Of course they have interest because it affects their economy and their resources, but are they effectively holding them back? Probably not. But there's the caveat. It's an if. When UEE says, with us present in the system, it's a certainty we will hold them back, or they will refrain from entering the system to arbitrarily attack at any given time. Hence the argument, hence the debate, hence the reason why now the lines are being drawn in the sand, hence that there is a possible conflict in the brewing. And there's your conspiracy theories. Maybe the United Earth Empire is the one selling Vandal weapons to manipulate the people's fears, to bring them in, to make themselves the savior of the system, so they get a consensus to say, we're being saved by the UEE. The Republic, no. Lines being drawn in the sand.
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Oh, shoot. It's getting a little hot in here. It's getting a little hot. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Conspiracy theories, man.
Let's make it happen, Cap.
Yeah, it's going to be a conflict. I see the potential of a conflict happening. Yeah, and those babies turned out to be bullies. It's rough, man. Kids weren't spanked. Now it's time to spank them. They've been really bratish. Yikes. Quantum drive on. Okay, now it's spooling up. At first it wasn't. Was it blocked? No, let me set the coordinates. Something's wrong. I should have been able to just jump there. Oh, okay. Looks like I'm locked on something I shouldn't have been locked on. I think it's time for this system to go, and we just have the new quantum jump mechanic. It's like we're in a universe, which it feels like, and we have to fly it on rails. That's where it's gotten to that point now, because it's gone so far into legacy now that it's detriment to the game. It hurts it now. But yeah, I can see that event happening sooner than later. I think that's the question is, when is Invictus? Is it May, guys? Yeah, I think what it all came down to, though, Ramprint, is they have it in Squadron 42, but once it moved over to the actual game with MMO, they probably found out a lot of instances of things not working,
Contact received.
and getting it to work across multiple servers could be an issue as well. Because within Squadron 42, it's just going in one direction to one particular point, but in Star Citizen, yeah, you're talking about multiple servers, and that data it needs to stay consistent. There's a possibility of those issues too, but obviously it's issues happening, because no reason to not hold it back, especially when they demonstrated it. But yeah, it's some outliers that's really probably not allowing it to literally not work. But yeah, I suspect that we'll be getting that by next year at some point. And it could be also in conjunction with that, dependencies, meaning they need something to finish first before that comes into play.
Thank you.
Oh,
I thought we were done for.
I gotta start taking some damage.
Okay, good. That one's clear.
I want to see layers within one mission, right? So I think when it comes to bounty hunting, you're going to one part of the game, and prior to you almost reaching that point, they should almost be expecting you, right? They should almost be like saying, hey, I know you're coming. So like if it's a ground or FPS mission, they should have fighters in the air or in space attacking you first. So there's waves of that you have to get through, and then eventually you touch down, and then there's trouble outside. And even to the extent you may get some issues where you have drop ships coming down from the sky on you once you're landed on ground. And then once you dispatch that wave or waves, then you proceed underground, and then you complete the mission. As you leave, you expect there's a party waiting for you, camped out, corrupt, hiding, strategically trying to take you out, right? That they're waiting for you to come out of the bunker or whatever the case is, right? And then you're chased. I think those levels or that type of behavior or those aspects of gameplay would make sense once you achieve certain levels of, you come up to certain levels of what is it, reputation and success and mission succession. Yeah, I want to see that. 07? They can't update the roadmap fast enough the way I'm excited about it. Yeah, me too, Rand. I just, it's just, it is exciting, right? It is really exciting. And whether it hits or miss when it's released, you can't really say too much about the aggressiveness of how they're going after these issues. And some of them are nasty bugs. They're persistent buggers, right? They hang around and we're like, whoa, wait a minute. 2 patches ago, here it is. It is what it is in regards to the knee-jerk reaction. You know, hey, I thought you fixed this. We did. It's just, that's just it is the go-to for that particular bug. For this instance of a bug, we fixed the other one, so it's doing the same thing.
A list of areas you need to check for us. Go to each one and run a scan to see what's there.
But yeah, they are known to. I love their level of aggressiveness, though, with getting after this stuff. But like you said, the roadmap, you know, it's more exciting because, you know, they're focusing and it's apparent that there's going to be more of the foundational things coming, as opposed to just, hey, I'm going to put a mission in here. You're going to get this mission, that mission. It's more of foundational changes that's really going to dramatically alter, for the better or the worse, but for the most part, the better. There'll be a chance or period of that particular thing not helping, but it's going to be the ways and means that they have to make it better.
Okay, I've double-checked CFP records, and I'm not seeing anything about one of our satellites being there. Let's get rid of it.
Destroy it.
Caution. Target friendly.
That ain't friendly.
Head
She
to the
said.
next scan point.
She said, "Get rid of it, man." But yeah, it's so many things that are happening. Base building, more ships, crafting, more systems, better updated system, Genesis, dynamic meshing, more player counts. Yeah. Economy system. And I think with those systems in game, it makes the game one of those things you can't ignore. You can't look at it and just keep going. If you never played the game, you stop and realize you have to say to yourself, what is this, man? And they're only making it better. I was just watching the Game Awards the other day. At some point, man, they're going to have Squadron 42 showcased. That's going to be insane. Them pulling out all the stops for the promotion of it as well. I can only imagine Jeff Keighley, what he's going to be saying about CIG, Chris Roberts, and the growth and development of Squadron 42, and then they give you those demoed visuals. People are going to be losing their minds, man. Because I've seen games out there, and you look and it's generic, and it's not. I'm not throwing shade, but it's like,
CFP satellite. Nothing to worry about.
I understand that technology. I see it. It's nothing groundbreaking, and it's a beautiful game. But it's like I've seen it a number of times, right? Honestly, you have too. and you say, okay, I see that typical style or stylization of that particular engine. Its visual as its visuals are I'm familiar with. But I think when they show or give the demo of Star Citizen, and especially for people who don't know, believe it or not, there's quite a few people who don't know what Star Citizen is, and then to see the polished and finished visuals of that being shown on the Game Awards, and people are looking like dumbfounded, like, what is this? Holy smoke, what is this? They're hooked. And the crazy part, when is it coming out on Xbox? You freaking forget about that. That's gonna be the heartbreaker. What? Wait a minute. PC. They're gonna be looking at their end credits, and they're gonna be looking for PlayStation, Xbox. They're like, they're not even gonna see Steam. Wait a minute. What's going on here? What? I'm confused. What is this? That's gonna be the funny part. What rating would you give the Wing Commander movie? What's the rating bar? 07. What's the rating bar though, Ramprint? From what to what? I mean, like a slice of pizza. I'll try it once, even if the pizza sucks. I'll try a couple of slices. That's me and sci-fi. Oh yeah. Yeah, I can see them announcing that, but initially, I don't know. But I guess they better do it, right? Or they might have to have some sort of fine print next gen Xbox, next gen PS5 or PS6. Okay. So from 0 to 10 Wing Commander movie, I give it a 6. 0 to 100, I would say 61. 1 to 5, I'll give it a 3. Nix. Hold on, let me get my bearings, Fenrir.
Looks like that satellite is ours.
Let's see where I'm
Good to
at.
move on.
I watch bad movies for a different kind of entertainment. I love sci-fi. There you go. That you got me right there. I love sci-fi, but I thought Wing Commander was like a 4 out of what? 10? Okay, Levski. Fenrir. Nix. Yeah, Levski. Meet you at Levski. And again, this was.
That should do it.
You look
Thanks
at
for the help.
where it was at in that time frame. It was fun. I think it was.
Sounds
It
like
was.
you're on my side.
I think it was. You. I don't think you rated in that same field of other established movies. This is Chris Roberts like saying, "Hey, this is a dream." You got to look at it in its full context. This was. He's a video game maker. That.
Hi there. I just saw you completed that last contract. I'm right in the middle of putting together a gift basket for a new outpost we're opening, but I'm sending your payment.
Thank you, man. It's more of a thing where it was like a dream come true for him because he's a big Star Wars fan. He loves the sci-fi genre in general. So I think it's. I love the games though. Yeah, out of 10, 4 out of 10. Yeah, that's fair. But I think when you look at the enhancement, the gameplay was, I think it was an 8 as far as, I'm talking about Wing Commander. Yeah. I think he wanted to carry that over. He had I think it was an opportunity for him. And it was a dream come true to him, but also the challenge was, have you made a movie before, Chris? And it was like, no, but I understand. I don't know the processes at play here, right? And so to that point, here's what made my point. you look at his other movies he's produced or worked on, he improved that skill exponentially. He bettered himself. So I think Wing Commander, it wouldn't be fair to say I'm going to rate it amongst these other seasoned veteran people. You got to understand, and this is a fact, he made video games. So to come from, or to make that leap, you got to, which I give credit to, you know, having years of skill making video games and then to move that over to and direct movies, that's a hell of an achievement, man. So I think in context of what it is, I think, yeah, you can openly say, yeah, if I'm going to compare it to other sci-fi movies, I'm going to give it this. But would you be fairly rating it based upon his experience levels and what his acumen was based on, video game making, and then all of a sudden he's in the movie making genre? You can't say there's, you gotta look at the context and say, is it truly a fair assessment or, you know, comparison? But yeah, I totally get it. You can say, hey, as a movie, I'm gonna call it as I see it. But in context of what he has learned or his experience levels and making the leap from gaming development to movies, that's a hell of a leap, man. It's one you got to give an 07 to, because you know, doing that, not a lot of people can do that, and vice versa. There you go, Remprint. Yep. So yeah, it's not to it's good conversation, but I think, what if he did, as I would love to see him do, as opposed to a Squadron 42 movie, I want to see a Squadron 42 series, kind of like maybe one of the guys, the producers of The Expanse, maybe he can collaborate with him and give a flavor of Squadron 42, the TV series, and maybe pitch it to Prime. Matter of fact, hell, pitch it to Netflix and do a sci-fi series 42 and call it 42. Man, what are you saying? Bring Cavill back to Netflix. Oh my, he's working for Prime now. You got to clone that guy, man. It's not enough for Henry Cavill to go around. Man of Steel. For me, the definitive man, the Superman. The definitive Superman. Christopher Reeve, in that genre of that decade, nice, fun. But definitively, like, the visceral, the imagery, like, holy smokes, they freaking took the damn comic book, took a pair of scissors and cut him out and put some magic pixie dust, and there he is, standing there right before you. Holy crap, man. Freaking Superman. Out of the book. Couldn't get it any better if you tried yourself, or wished upon it yourself. Yeah, I think it, because of what, I see your statement, and I agree with it, only if it was in context of the success and how they approach Expanse, that went from sci-fi. Man, I am still trying to figure out what was that all about, with sci-fi dropping it. But then later on it became a baby of Prime, and I'm scratching my head, why wouldn't they continue it? Holy smokes, man, one of the better sci-fi shows, period, out there. I'm like, what the hey, man?
Landing gear down.
One of the better sci-fi series. Oh, no doubt about it. I'm in total agreement with you. You didn't even have to mention it. It was like, it was his approach, his passion to it, his attention to detail, and what he's learned in the movie industry as a whole, and him approaching it again with now Squadron 42 at the helm. And I think we're going to see a merging of those skill sets in Squadron 42, Ramprint. I think I would table that and say, after seeing Squadron 42, you would probably say, yeah, definitely he can do a series. I think that opens up the Cloud Imperium gaming division as a whole and make it another entity within its umbrella, and you have a powerhouse of just media. That would be incredible, because he's still friends with Andy Serkis, the motion cap guy. I mean, bring it. You can do. The budget would be part of that. Would be that would help with the budget, because they were mocap some vandals or something like that. Man, how cool would that be? Yeah, me too, man. I was just like, come on, y'all. Well, it was double dipped emotional damage, right? Because they canceled it first from Sci-Fi, right? And then they petitioned and got it back, resuscitated, triaged it from the medical bay. And that was an emotional one right there. That was like a emotional roller coaster where you went down and you went up. And then finally, season 6 is going to be it. And it's like, you dropped me again. It's like, what? Holy smokes, man. That was, I was like, watching that was like going to church, man. You'd be there on Sunday every day. Or every Sunday, just be there. It was just that good. The premise. And what the weirdest thing about Expanse to me, in my opinion, was the first season. Dude, it was so long in the tooth. They were trying so hard to establish the characters. It was so slow. And I said, I'm gonna stick with this, because I think they could have lost some people with that. But towards the end, it was like, wait. And then from season 2 and on, holy smokes. How about the ending of Battlestar Galactica? That was another one that Sci-Fi kind of threw into the ditches. And they made it look like a freaking space battle video game at the end, just because they had to wrap it up. And I'm like, oh my God, oh my gosh. That was emotionally damaging for me, the ending of Battlestar Galactica at the end, that Sci-Fi series. Oh my gosh, man. Shame on Sci-Fi. That was another great series. And how well does it fit with today's technology, with the advent of AI? And what could AI / androids do or become? And that was the pinnacle with Battlestar Galactica. They were Cylons. Cylons understood technology, then embedded themselves in organic material and became human. Matter of fact, they became humans who could foresee things, prophecies and things of that nature, where they were saying we're better than humans, because even though we're rejected, we had to say we're better than humans because we were rejected by humankind. We're more human than humans. It was really, man, the concepts were just like mind-boggling. It was like we are we were created by mankind, but we're showing ourselves as the best of mankind. And we were here and assigned by God because of our abilities. Look at us. We were the next evolution of mankind, even though we were rejected. And they were also using that concept that Jesus, Yeshua, was rejected, right? And they were like, yes, we're divine. We're divine beings. Holy smokes, man. That was really cool. Well, no, the retelling of Battlestar Galactica, the newest versions. Remember, the Cylons were humanoid. Some of them were different parts of them. One was like a huge brain, and it was a ship. That was his existence. The other ones were, like, you could almost say they were clones. There were some that were still android. They were like almost like hive-minded, but they were sleeper cells. And they were waking up at certain times, and they thought they were humans, and they realized they were Cylons, but then they said, hey, we are human. Oh yeah, and Netflix, I mean not Netflix, but Sci-Fi's like, nope, we're gonna kill this one too. Hey, holy smokes. Oh, you have not seen the new one. Oh my God, man, what? Oh yeah. I don't know, should I recommend that to you, because it's an emotional one, but the concepts were incredible. The concepts were incredible. It was almost like Skynet meets the 6th Day meets, I mean, it was just incredible concepts. And it parallels like today's, fixation and fears of AI and making the perfect human, and yeah. Yeah, and then the Baltar was the leader. The irony was Baltar was a traitor to mankind, but he was the leader, and he was just surviving. It was crazy. And they were using the horoscopes of the 12 colonies. That was really cool. The Vipers, the Egyptian mythos. It was really crazy, and I think the remake looked at those concepts and evolved that into the new story. Really cool stuff. Man, let me adjust. Man, I think my heater's on. Let me adjust some things. Holy smokes, it's freaking burning up. They were definitely, when it came to oh, and you know what, in 1985 they did another when they did another series. It came back where they actually found Earth. I thought it was really cool. They had the flying motorcycles, and they came to Earth, and they were like aliens. They were offshoot of mankind. I thought that was pretty cool. I think it only lasted like 2 seasons, though. I remember that. Get a drink here. Sustenance. All right. Hydrate. Grab another. You should do it. Oh. All right. What's up, Racy? Almost to Levski. Yeah, so a lot of good sci-fi series. I think once it's said and done, I don't know, it definitely opens the door for Chris to explore those avenues, and that's pretty cool. He has acting there's acting professionals in his family, so why not? He has a good relationship with actors, actresses out there in the acting world, so I think he could pull some people into that production of maybe possibly Squadron 42. Look into testing the engineering. Fringe. Let me look at that. I don't think I watched that, but I've heard of it. And see, that tells you right there. I'm not familiar. I've heard the name. I have to look at that. Let me see. But at the same time, there were so many sci-fi shows. J.J. Abrams. Okay. 2008. Oh, I remember that. They were alternate versions. They were like of people. Yeah, I remember that. But no, I didn't get into that one. And I think it was one doctor, he was coming in, he was predicting what was going to happen and things of that nature. I've seen parts of that. Let me see if he's... Yeah, John Noble. That was him. Dr. Walter Bishop. He knew some things. He was predicting things. It was intense. It was pretty intense. But it was a lot going on around that time. It was a lot of sci-fi shows. But at that time, we didn't have the capability to capture a lot of that stuff. I think it was like VCR, and you had to keep it on a schedule. Don't let J.J. Abrams' name ruin it. I think at one point everybody thought he was going to be what is that? Steven Spielberg. They were looking in lines of that with him and Steven Spielberg, but something weird. I mean, they for some reason that Star Trek remake, it was like no, and then I don't know. It was just people were not high on him, and he kind of, to his part, he kind of went back into the scenes and kind of kept a low profile. Holy smokes. Yeah, that was intense. Yeah, I did see, and it lasted a little bit, and then it was canceled, and it was like, nope, not touching that. Yeah, it was a lot of hit and miss sci-fi shows around that time. You had to look at the series. You had to give it a little time to see if it would catch on, because sometimes you would jump in, you were motivated about the TV show, and then go and get into a year, and then it's like it's being canceled, and you're like, oh man, I invested my time and I've been liking this, and now it's being pulled away. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, he's big time. I think he's been involved in a lot of projects, Yeah, J.J. Abrams, he's been in a lot of projects. Bad Robot, that's his production company, right? Yep, Bad Robot.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
And he did the one where it was like they had this video, and this kaiju comes in, it destroys the city, and they're running around with the videotape. Yeah, that was really weird, and it was like a series or a world of that, or a universe, and it was like different stories tied into that universe of weird things happening with aliens and things of that nature. Yep, J.J. Abrams. Yep, they looked at him as the next Steven Spielberg. I don't think he's going anywhere. I think he's going to continue to build on things. He's got his production company, so as ideas come across or people come to him with ideas, I think he's still going to be in the game. And I think he's smart by sticking with sci-fi, because you have a loyal and large fan base in regards to sci-fi. You make a great story, sci-fi story. You're going to keep actors working for a long time, because they're going to be really faithful to that movie or series and those characters. They're going to support them. I love that about the sci-fi community. Yep, there's Fenrir. I see his marker now. I want to see the extent of engineering. How much damage can you incur? How much can you... 07 Fenrir.
07.
Well, a lot of changes, man. I did look into it for users of that DLSS. I looked into the differences between convoluted network. I think it's here. You have graphics. You have the indie. Oh, okay. You have upscaling model, The Transformer is the newest of the technology. The convolutional neural network is the older. And I posted on in general in tech discussion about it. And what I'm hearing or what I'm gathering is Transformer is the latest, and it's a little more robust than the convolutional.
Are you using Vulkan?
Yes.
I am too. I don't know if it's better for me.
Oh, between that and Direct 11?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I don't think they're not finished with it, but yeah, I mean, as long as you're getting that stability, I don't think it's everybody's system is set up differently, and I don't know.
Yeah, I'll have to play with it.
Yeah, but
especially once it goes live.
Yes, but Transform is the latest for the upscaling technology. I said, let me see the differences between these two. 07, sir. You need to get supplies? You probably do.
Depends on what we're doing.
We're going to see the effects of the ship failure engineering. I have some fuses. I brought fuses with me in my backpack. I have repair material.
All right, so I'll have to go get that from here.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess there was a patch and it wiped all my stuff.
Yes. Yep. People were getting, optimization issues, and I think by far this is one of the better patches. Now, the landing zone areas, you'll get some micro stutters, but I think this is the process of elimination that they're dialing it in. But yeah, this one, they really pulled it in, and you see a dramatic difference in the frames. So they're getting it closer. Yep. Because I figure by next week they should have a release candidate, and then probably end of next week they're going live.
Yeah, I think they have to.
Yes. When is Invictus? Is it May?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's around Memorial Day.
Okay. Next May.
Yeah, or are you thinking you're looking to upgrade to a, what is it, battleship or whatever?
Man, I can only imagine. Who do you think the manufacturer is going to emerge as the one who makes the ship? I'm leaning towards Anvil, I think, because everyone.
I think so too.
Yeah. And oh my gosh, conspiracy theory right here. All right. Why? I have the perfect reason why it's going to be Anvil. When you go back to the Messer era and those conflicts that was happening with the People's Republic and Nix, right? Messer contracted Anvil. They were a contractor. They were part of that narrative with Messer and the falling out of the UEE, and he was a war hero turned villain, and they were incorporating the Anvil manufacturer. They were using those that military technology in their ships, and so it just would make a lot of sense with a potential conflict about to happen. When you look at the opening splash page about the terraforming technology, it's proving to be lucrative because it's really working well, and they're utilizing Nix 1 as part of that, and now they're under consideration. No talks with the People's Republic and Nix. They're only discussing it amongst themselves to say we need to claim this system. Again, the battle cruiser, the type of contractor who was in the midst of that conflict between the citizens and the empire, the falling, the segmenting of, getting rid of the messers, and Anvil was entrenched in that. They made lucrative deals with the messers. So to me, it only makes sense that now we see the Anvil battle cruiser being a part of that again, with the United Earth Empire basically flexing their muscle to say, hey, you didn't invest anything on for this terraforming technology, or it was inhabitable. You couldn't even live on this planet. So we're taking it back because we put all the investment into it ourselves. So what's the argument? And I think that's where, Jarrett was saying the battle cruiser was going to be revealed in a military event. And now that we've gotten rid of the headhunters took out the other lady, she was doing that thing, and now she's done. That story's over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that all kind of happened without us.
Yeah.
We just read about it in the newspaper.
Yeah, it's like, was that what's happening? No one really caught her, But now I think we might see the ship in a news splash of potential conflict, and we'll probably hear it as a threat, but it won't be in the game per se. I don't think, or they surprised us before, right, with VR. But there's a chance that, at least we're going to see it on the splash or image of the battle cruiser by Anvil, which I'm thinking it's going to be. Do you agree it's going to be Anvil, or do you have another manufacturer in mind that would be in the play for that battle cruiser mode?
No, I think it'll be Anvil.
Yeah, me too. I mean, it's synonymous with Messer, battle cruiser, those wars with the Tavaran, that 2-year war. You had to come up with something formidable, right? Anvil was the answer. Ramprint think. Oh, his PC is underpowered. What chip are you using, Ramprint? Because you can get your hands on some prices. The AMD chips are coming down. It will be a new ship contracted for this Vandal nonsense, so they don't have to retcon Squadron 42. And if it was in Squadron, they would have said it's going to be a concept sale. They wouldn't say it's going to be concept. Yeah, it's established. But definitely, you're thinking it's RSI. Wow. Well, I mean, the thing is, RSI has been the forefront of a lot of things now that we're moving towards 1.0. And it's it's almost saying that before anybody, before any manufacturer, there was always the one constant that was there, the pioneer for all of it, no pun intended, it was RSI. They're like the great grandfather of all ships, all things that are ships. It all began with RSI. So that'll be interesting gameplay. Chris, continuing with that narrative of, hey, everything started with RSI. I've got a 5900 with a 6900 XT. It runs well enough for being a debug build, but I'm not pulling 60 frames all over. And here's the thing, Ramprint. Next year we're expecting them to do further optimizations because of Genesis is on its way. That's going to help a lot. Dynamic meshing is still on the forefront of things to come. So yeah, there's a lot of gameplay that's happening, and I don't know, prices are coming down. The CPUs for sure, but yeah, it'll be a good time. Yeah.
You think prices are gonna go up? Have you seen RAM?
Now that's the exception. You got a good point. The exception is RAM. That's the exception, man. I think AI has driven that cost to go
Yeah,
up.
that's what I heard too.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's not unless they come up with something newer or a new technology that will circumvent that or help alleviate the pressures of that. Then yeah, there's no stopping RAM. I think it's going to be now. It's almost like before you consider a PC build, it used to be, well, you get the power supply and the case first. Now it's like, no, you get the RAM first. Buy your RAM
if you
first.
can find it.
If you can find it. You got that, you got a PC. A fishing beam. Yeah, I'm curious as to what that will look like, Ramprint. How does that play out? You know, the Zelda games was probably one of the coolest aspects of Star Citizen. I mean, listen to me, of Zelda. The fishing gameplay was one of the coolest things about Zelda and how they approach that. How do you approach fishing, you know, in the game? Is it a time sink? I don't know, but it's technology now. You're utilizing technology. Do you have maybe a submersible and you can catch them with a net? You spread out a net and they're in the nets. You pull the nets. I mean, not just with fishing poles, but different tools that you can utilize to pull fish. Fishing in Zelda, in Final Fantasy, and Ultima Online. Nice. I like that with the Ultima. I think that's a close relationship. I think Chris was a witness to that. Origin, that was the game company that they all worked together with each other in Austin, Texas, way back in the day. Yeah, I think it's another resource, right? It's organics, it's food. And I think when it comes to crafting, there's inorganic and I think there should be two categories, inorganic and organic. And so when you're on the lines of, you know, whether you're collecting fish for an aquarium or you're putting the organic fish in a crafter, and it has the means to create a protein, but then you add the other components. Say, hey, what's on the menu? You want fried fish, you want sauteed fish. You have maybe you search out blueprints to find those things too, or you make sushi. You got to grow rice, put the rice in. You farm seaweed or kelp, and it wraps it, and then you're making it can then create sushi dishes on a plate or something. You eat it, sushi rolls.
I'm aboard.
Yes, sir. Yeah, crafting of organic and inorganic. It should be two parties or two entities. One for metals, for your weapons, armor, components, reconstruction, and hull repair. And then the other part of it is organics for food consumption, making protein snacks, and also medicine and pharmaceuticals. The herbs and the flora and fauna, interacting with them, and using those combinations to, like in RPG is alchemy. You're using you're using chemistry to make, whether it's widow maize or maybe creating your own health pins, right, and selling them, and giving and having certain potencies to them. So it's open-ended. I think now you're talking about exploration. Exploration for what? Exploration is purposeful. It's information gathering, but it's also utilizing that information in the crafting of said goods and materials for resource management and possibly selling them. based on the refinement or the skill set or the quality of how it's crafted. But yeah, definitely fishing for sure. But then it opens. We're gonna go underwater anyway. So that has to be the foretelling of going underwater. You know, underwater farming of kelp. That's high on my list. Underwater rock mining. Even having salt as a preservative. You're extracting salts from oceans. Using it for medicine, preservatives, things of that nature. And then it's going to open the door for medicine as well, pharmaceuticals. So, yeah. I think this is one of those games that we're going to be around. It's going to be around for quite a bit, but it's always updating continuously. I don't think they want to stop and say, okay, it's done. We support. They're going to keep with improving it. And that's cool. You make me hungry, man. Yes. I know, man. I mean, that fishing can make you hungry, man. Having your own kitchen and you putting it in the food hopper or whatever, it's a glorified food hopper, or that would be cool. Have a new modern style kitchen based on, you know, crafting materials inside that kitchen, and you're putting in materials. Even milkshakes from the Whammer cow, making milk. I mean, just throw it out there, man. Whammer burgers. And we're hungry for the content. Oh, no doubt about it. We're hungry for the content. Aren't we going back to the Siege of Orson probably next year? I'm curious as to what that's going to look like.
Depends on how far they get along with the instancing tech and maybe dynamic server meshing.
Yes, where we'll go into that instance and then it temporarily closes, so that way nothing is tripped up too soon. So as we interact with things, they spawn in correctly, and maybe a better handle on the NPCs as well. It's going to help make them more formidable.
Well, it'd be nice to have different NPCs instead of just the same NPC with different clothes everywhere we go.
That's true. And when you say different, the different mindsets, not just some are more of they'll hide in corners as a sniper, or more of some are just crazy on Widow and just will come in and do a kamikaze and run into a crowd with a bomb strapped to them and blow up the whole freaking area. You know, different aspects and different skill sets. And as you mission up and you're climbing up the ladder on levels, then you're talking about special forces grade type of enemies where you have to, don't run in. You can't run into the situation. You really have to take your time with it and assess what's going on. Grenade launchers, those types of NPCs, you know, even close combat ones. They're hiding around the corner. You're coming around the corner. They grab your gun and start wailing on you with hand-to-hand tactics. Oh my gosh, getting mollywopped. Like, where did that come from? Using hand-to-hand, man. And you're like, oh, I didn't see that one coming. Knock you out, grab your gun, and shoot you. Like, holy smokes, man, what just happened here? Here we go, sir.
So should I be in a side turret, or what's the deal?
Okay, yes. It's telling me to go to the low. Oh, do you have remote there, Fimra? You might have remote.
there's one here.
Okay, cool. Oh, don't get me started about the Ironclad, man. I think you're hitting a nerve right there with a lot of people. The cargo aspect of the game. Then they figured out, what's crazy is they figured out the MISC, and they said not coming, next year? Yeah, they said not for next year. So I would say for 27, you'll probably have all series dropped at once for the MISC and be done with it. The D and E. And I think, what is that, the B that's coming next year? I think they did announce the B for next year.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. And now it's in an X configuration, which will allow that ship to land, which is crazy to think you're going to land that thing. But yeah, the Arastra.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot, Fenrir. I mean, it's you're asking for trouble if you're trying to solo with that thing. I mean,
It's basically a caterpillar worth of cargo
yes.
that's on the outside.
Yes. Oh man, Endeavor. I'll put it to you this way: they're seeing the foundational reasons to have the concept move forward with the Endeavor. You know, once they really get medical up and running the proper way, the base building, like farming and then the pharmaceuticals we talked about, the crafting. Now you're talking about these are foundational elements that they can apply towards the Endeavor. The other parts of it is, as we go closer to 1.0, you're talking about potentially Genesis. The way I understood it, correct me if I'm wrong, Fenrir, is with Genesis is using an algorithm based on what they say the planet type is, and they have a huge library that it will grab the assets to mimic the summary of what they described of that planet, and it will procedurally generate those locations. So with that said, with the Endeavor, now you're talking about exploration and sampling of flora and fauna, and incorporating that into its gameplay matrix, such as taking certain plants, extracting
they
seeds.
have to invent science gameplay
Exactly.
before the Endeavor can come.
Exactly.
Science exploration, all of that has to come first.
Correct. And I think once it's there, like Fenrir said, once it's there, you physically have to have the locations, and then the interaction has to come. And once you have the interaction, now you can solidify what those interactions mean when you have the Endeavor in place. So now you're talking about leveraging crafting on another scale with the Endeavor, where it's more in depth, of saying you can extrapolate, you can, refine certain things, take out toxins of certain things, and synthesize maybe pharmaceuticals and things of that nature, or better types of foods, right? All aspects, or take metallics and ores with the collider and really enhance them or merge them into new elements, right? So you have something otherworldly, like certain weapons that are rare.
Quantum travel complete.
All right, we're in a protect mode, sir. I don't think we'll get something like infinite planets generating, but maybe it is possible. Total. Well, I talked about that a while, Ramprint. They can utilize. I'm gonna tell you. They can utilize the.
All channels! I'm under attack!
1 second.
Please!
I'll
if
come
you
back
hear
to
this,
that
help
thought.
me!
I'll come back to that thought. Jump tunnels that collapse. You have a certain time period, and you go into a jump tunnel, you find a new planet, and you get warnings that it's going to collapse. And oh shoot.
No, don't kill him.
Oh no. I'm trying to. Okay, let me see. Do I have weapons engaged?
No.
Okay, let me turn it on. They're not on. Frick. There we go. Okay, we
There
got
we go.
weapons. 07, sir. Preparation, man. This is not the time for calm music, Star Citizen.
We're getting attacked, but
Yeah. I
I can't target anything.
I can't target anything either. Why is that?
I got it! Get out!
Ah, shit. We didn't make it. We didn't make it.
That was fast. I guess
Yeah,
we're
radar
outta
is
here.
down. That's why.
Let me go check engineering. I guess we're probably gonna die.
You think we're in trouble? Okay, now we got radar. We can target now. They totally took our stuff offline. It's a freaking C1, man. Engaging the enemy.
Engineering terminal's not working.
Oh no. See if the power systems are on, Fimmer.
Friendly down. Repeat, friendly down.
Oh gosh. It's a failure. There's another enemy out there.
I turned the gun off for a second. Sorry.
Okay,
It's
no
damaged.
worries. Okay,
That's the only
one
thing
after
that's
the-
damaged.
Okay. All right. Shockingly.
Could definitely use some support about now.
We're on it, sir. We're on it. We're assessing damage on ship. We're on it. Keep your...
Holy shit, that was one of our ships.
Oh gosh, what are you talking about? Chasing enemy. In pursuit.
Son of a bitch!
Oh gosh, man, language.
Friendly down. Repeat, friendly
Sorry, I'm back in
down.
the turret.
Using the wrong messages. You mean enemy down? What side is he on?
Help me!
Oh god, this guy is... If he wasn't giving us creds, man, he'd be out here by himself. 07, sir.
Target destroyed.
Oh yeah, dusted and busted. Yes. Pop City. Son of a bridge. I think it could be a good thing because they have a massive library, but at the same time, it has to pass the eye test. It's not getting past Chris Roberts in that regard, right? Whatever, even if it's procedural, it's going to be on a level and scale of quality that it's got to pass Chris Roberts' eye test. And that's a good thing. So you have the best of both worlds. Them creating planets, the interactions with these planets' new landing zones, which they're going to be handcrafted anyway. The landing zones will always be handcrafted. But like back to like procedural planets or locations via the jump tunnel that you find with a Pathfinder ship, you may have a time and space to be able to visit and extract things, and then there'll be a warning time of when things will probably start to close. And if it collapses, you die, and your quantum sends you back to your place of origin, right? So that in turn allows them to create things that are new, and if they kind of fit that hero narrative, or they become not retcon, but if they kind of win over the crowd of players and say this is a great location, this is well done and designed, I think it has the opportunity to be cemented in the lore and the foundation of what we see as far as the point of interest in Star Map as well. So there is the window of randomness that can also be a part of the foundation of the game engine, in respect of, if we really like it, if it's well designed, it gets to stay. If it's something that's like, it's all right, they can close it up at any time, right? Because they can go into the narrative of the jump tunnel collapse. And if you're there and say, hey, I've been hanging out, or I haven't been in the game and I've been at this location, you wake up at your other location and realize the jump tunnel collapsed. So they had that as a narrative or game idea that will allow that kind of gameplay to happen, and so it has the potential to stay fresh as they continue to build out these larger number of the systems based on the 100 concept system. It's just going to get better. Landings know that it don't need to be hand done. Yeah. I think you're seeing how they're getting dialed into the processes, and that's why I say 2026 is going to be very interesting for them. But they're not. But if you looked at the ship talk, John Crew was saying now the window of ships that we have to work on is dwindling. It's getting smaller and smaller now, which gives them the opportunity to put into play a very precise focus on these other ships that are waiting in the wings. Like, now that we have crafting, what does it mean for the Vulcan, right? Now that we have crafting, perfect case example, Crew said, well, with the Carrack, you remember the repair bay we're going to get? It's going to be a crafting room, because you just craft the materials and you basically have the new component or whatever it is you need to fix or repair. We're going to add that into the Carrack. Now, all of a sudden, people are unmelting or buying back their Carracks. Yeah. People are buying back their Carracks. Say again, Farrah?
We're earning them in game.
You're going to earn them in game.
Yeah, you can buy them in game at this point.
And the Vulcan. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mayday, mayday,
All right,
outlaws are attacking my ship.
we're 5 clicks out from the enemy. Let me see the shields. I don't have. Let me see what's the power allocation. We're all maxed out here. Okay, we're under attack. We're engaging. Two enemies so far. Oh, he's done. Vulcan is going to be a very interesting ship. torpedoes or missiles, will they go into a case with the Vulcan? Do you create them and then it goes into a case and then you put them into a hopper on the ship and then you get refilled with missiles? Is that going to be the thing? To simplify it a little bit.
Keep the fighters off me so I can work.
It was doing this thing with the turrets, showcasing that. Helping them stay on point.
You've got to keep them off us so we can
Dude,
work.
he's not even shooting you. Cut the drama out. We're engaging an enemy. What do you mean keep him off? We're on him. Stop it. I'm using external view so that Fenrir can stay on point with the enemy, and he's doing a good job. He's staying on him. The advantages of using a turret. You can keep track of the enemy at a broader scope by being an external view. Nice strategy.
You've got to keep them off us so
Oh,
we can
dude, you're exaggerating it. Stop exaggerating. We're protecting you. Cut it out.
I'm getting a ton of hit.
Yeah.
I just need to let the capacitor recharge.
Okay. I can reduce engine power a little bit too.
work. Keep the fighters off me so I can work.
We are, man. You reduce some of the engine power, you can have more power to the guns. Higher recharge rate for you. Okay, here we go. Line them up. So you can knock them down.
You've got to keep them off us so we can work.
I'll send a warning shot to him.
Yeah, I don't have an angle now.
Okay.
It's fine. You can kill him.
All right. Working on it. Oh, he broke a wing. He broke a wing. You can finish him off, sir.
He's in a death spiral.
Yes.
I'm heading out.
Done.
care.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, sir. Pilot in a lot of distress. Oh, luxury ships, Ramprint? He's into the luxury ships. When do you think we're getting Terra, remember?
Oh, probably 2027.
27. I think that makes that. I think that's fair. With all that's
be-
needed for 26, yeah.
Yeah, that would be the. And if you liked Squadron 42, come check out
Yes.
the 5 systems now available.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Fenrir, I'm gonna wrap it up. This one is new defense contract, Kanojo Maverick. Arensi Elimination Intersect Defense Solutions. It's 86K. So I'm imagining he's outlaw. He's gonna have. We're gonna be pushed now. We got a little muscle memory on it now. I'm gonna share in 3, 2, 1. Should be a little. Say again.
So if we get blown up, we get blown up.
Exactly.
Or we got to retreat.
Yes. Let's see how we do in the heat of the battle. Because it's going to ramp up now. I think with the holiday coming, I think a lot of people are ready to get back into the game. I think then they'll be able to see what's going on as far as what they need to do with the server issues, dialing that in. But I need to look at their website to see if they've done any hirings or the applications that they're looking for are still out there. I would imagine prepping up for next year, they're ready to dial up to get to hire some good talent. I'm gonna sneak peek on their website.
See if they're hiring right now.
Well, they are, but I'm saying actually to see if they've actually filled those positions actually.
Oh, I see.
Because I think after IAE, I think they're in a great place to follow up and get some of that talent out there that's going to help them really move the needle past 1.0. Yeah, I think Ramprint, he's making a good comment here about the Genesis system. I think that's going to tell it to us about what that will look like moving forward beyond Castra and towards Terra. I think Castra is going to be one of the outliers that says, it's not going to be a big issue because it's the same number of planetary bodies as Nyx. So I think that's a strategy that helps them. But I think going forward, what is it going to look like with Genesis? Will it be able to do multiple systems at once? That's where I'm looking at to see how are we leveraging or what advantages we have with Genesis in order to really crank out more systems. That's what I'm looking for. And to say, okay, there's value in that. That's really cool. The number of systems they can crank out. Because I think you need to have a number of systems being produced at once in order to really solidify and help with the base building aspect of the game. Because people will feel more comfortable about setting up shop outside of the UEE district or its area. And if you're spread out more, there's less likelihood you'll be found.
Yeah, CIG will have to create hubs for players to actually interact. I think the verse is going to be so big.
Yes.
They're never going to have a universal server. They just physically can't do it.
No.
So
It's impossible.
and who knows how many servers they'll actually be able to mesh in order to make it seem seamless. I don't know,
Yes,
but
I agree. Oh shit! Here come missiles.
Ooh, torpedoes.
Oh, yeah, I told you it's gonna get hot, baby. It's gonna get hot. Evasive maneuvers. Evasive maneuvers. Woo!
oh god, I hit exits.
Woo! Shit.
C.
Oh god. Oh, it's getting spicy. I should have kept shields up. I could have shut. Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Evasive maneuvers. Fire back, Kimmy. Fire back. Oh, the music got a little spicy and dramatic too.
Oh,
Dude.
we've lost power.
Okay, see if we can engineer it. Back on line. Oh,
I
stressful
just put power to
situation.
shields.
This is
Well,
our
the engineer-
Kobayashi right here. Maru Kobayashi.
We might be getting distorted.
Fenrir Scotty is back into the fray, man. I'm gonna try to hold in line. Scotty is back. Oh, I think we're soft deft. Let's get back there. Oh gosh,
Yeah, we got a fire.
yeah, I'm headed. I knew to get up. Yep, fire detected. Oh let's go, baby. Let's go. Where's the extinguisher? Is it back there in engineering with you?
Affirmative. I put it out, I think.
Okay, I'm headed that way.
But we're in bad shape.
Yeah.
There's a little bit more popping up here.
Yep, I'm with you. I'm assisting. See if we can get systems back on. At least engines. I'm gonna try to get us the hell up out of here.
Everything is down.
Yeah. Oh man.
You want to play with it?
Oh,
They're
engineering.
still shooting us.
Yeah, I'm trying to get back to the pilot seat to see if we can get some power out of it.
Do you repair it?
Yeah, if I can get us out of here. Oh, they are. I said, oh shit.
I got hot real quick.
Yeah, get those coolers. Keep those coolers up. Get those coolers online, Fenrir.
I don't think I can. I don't have the right tools.
Oh shit! I got the repair tool.
Yeah.
If you can get in the pilot seat, I'm gonna grab the repair tool. See if I can get some repairs going.
I just managed the fire.
Oh crap! We're gonna
Comes to
Kobayashi.
the abandoned. Looks like we need more than 2 people.
Yes. Oh gosh.
They're still shooting they're penetrating the hull back here. You'll see their shots from time to time.
Beam citizen, baby. Repairs not needed. There's a door. Let's see. Open access. Cooler. Getting that cooler back on. Here we go. Repairing. Let's go. It says salvage. Okay. Oh god. See the material. Oh gosh. I'm cooking. I'm cooking. No chicken nuggets.
I got you.
Cannot salvage material. Not trying to salvage. What?
Do you have a full canister?
Yes, I purchased them. I thought I had the freaking thing on. There we go. Okay, come on. Repairing. Repairable damage detected. RMC container. Okay, it's repairing. 25.
Do we have another fire on the ship?
Oh, it's probably
Just in this
probably
room.
so.
I'm trying to vent this.
Okay, vent.
Well, the 3D representation of this shit doesn't work. So
Oh
I can't.
gosh. Cannot repair further. Oh, it says station required. Trying to salvage. It's weird how the trying to change it. Right click. Need a fresh skin. 07 Meister. Yeah. Oh crap. Hola. Reload. See if it'll reload. Okay, here we go. We're learning it, man. There we go. Repairing. Oh, so I'll just hit R for reload. I'm emptying the canister. Get those coolers on. Empty. Now reload. Okay, there we go.
Oh, they're shooting us still, so I don't think it's gonna.
No, it's not gonna help. What about engines? What's here? Power plant. It needs a station. Oh, what's the point? Oh God. Oh, they're just going to town on us, man. It's just.
Yeah, they're just gonna shoot us till we
Yeah,
blow
there's
up.
I see a fuse. Okay, I have a fuse. Holster it. Come on, holster. Now it's like the gun is stuck.
Man, I bet this looks pretty insane in VR.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's engineering terminal. Yes. We tried. Show emergencies. They're every damn where. Gun. Destroyed. Distorted. Holy smokes. Coolant. Offline. Holy smokes. Yeah. Woo.
That's it.
That's all she wrote, folks. Let's see. Trying to let me see if I can put the fuse in my hand. There we go. Connect this fuse. Okay, so place. Okay, we got another fuse. Oh gosh. Let's go. Dude, I can't even freaking see. Holy smoke.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna have to use the radar. Holy
Oh
smokes.
yeah. How do you do the FPS ping?
Oh, I don't know. For FPS? Not sure.
Yeah, you can do scanning in FPS now.
Oh, very nice.
And if you do scanning, apparently caves will show up now.
Oh, wow.
So exploration can kind of begin.
I
But
can
we
make
have
it-
no way to share the coordinates, so
Okay. Let me see if I can work my way back to the cockpit. Try to get out of this mess. Holy smokes. They are lighting us up, man.
Oh yeah, they haven't stopped.
Well, the music changed. System going. Get me out of here, miss. Power plant. It's the power plant.
Right, we can't get the power plant. online
Yeah,
without coolers.
it's dead, and
They'll eventually run out of ballistics.
you think they're? I mean, oh my gosh, dead in the water. I'm almost tempted to go out there and shoot him with a freaking gun. Why not? Yeah, it's done. We are.
Yeah, it's toast.
Yeah, we're toasty, man. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna see if I can engage him out in EVA. Do I got a rail gun? Hello, say hello to my little friend.
Item beyond repair.
I'll light him up.
Yeah, we couldn't repair these even if we wanted to. What is that, an Eclipse?
This is a
Reliant?
Star Runner, Crusader,
Oh.
Mercury Star Runner.
Oh. Yeah, we were totally outmatched.
Yeah. I think we came
If
in
we were
with
fully
shields
crewed.
down. Yeah.
It may have been different if we were fully crewed, but we would have needed everyone on turrets, so that's what,
Yes.
4 people total, and then engineers,
Mm-hmm.
pilot.
Oh, if I could commandeer his ship. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a damn Warden, man. That's you're not getting through that thing.
Yeah. And is that a Saber or?
A
That's just
Reliant. Other one's a Reliant. The other one's a Warden and a Star Runner.
Yeah, there's something else. So we had 4 ships.
I'm flying to him. Come on. Load up. Oh, it crashed. Come on, man. Oh, no, it crashed. The game
What happened?
crashed. No, no, go get to the chopper. Get to the chopper now. No. it crashed. Probably wake up in area 18 or Nix.
Oh,
Oh, 7, I said it.
I'm still out
07
here.
Shapasta.
Should I just back to menu?
No, see if we can get on that ship and take it. take their ship and then turn it around. Make you leader, and I'll join in you.
They keep moving around.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that I'll be able to board them.
They kind of pause for a second.
Yeah, but their doors would have to be open.
Oh, we have to open them.
Yeah.
Are they? You think they're taking damage with my guns? No, probably not.
No.
Dang it. Well, you want to restart? Backspace it.
I think we have to.
Yeah, it's a no-win situation. Yeah, I think there's something to say about if something is dead, then it's like a no-win. You're basically it's soft death. Uh-oh, what happened?
It says that I'm in active combat, and if I log out, I'll remain or in combat or whatever. So if I
Yikes.
log back in, it'll just be this again. So we just have to sit here and wait,
Oh wow.
or hold backspace.
Whoa. Okay, let's see what happens. We'll play it out. Wow.
The ship's taking some punishment.
Holy smokes. Oh, I'm here.
Yeah, I don't think there's a way to escape.
Okay, let's see if I can. He's the main target, this guy. The Star Runner. Damn it. Holy smokes.
Hey, I think I'm gonna go for a walk. let this stuff just play out.
Yeah.
Whew, I don't know if people are gonna like engineer.
I think they have to make some adjustments. I think you got to be able to. Certain ships, yeah, there's a limit to the sizing on components. I don't know. We got to find out what those rules are as well, and work around them. It might be a hard decision on some players where they may melt certain ships.
Yeah, it's a tough one right now.
Yeah. I think we're gonna make the adjustment though.
We'll see how it shakes out over Christmas. I think people will start using their starter ships a lot more.
Yeah. And feedback. I think there's the opening doors for feedback.
All right, man. Well, hey, I'll be back maybe in a little while.
Okay.
We'll see if my character gets unstuck by then.
Wow. They're gonna. Well, Maelstrom is coming too, so that's another part of it.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. It'd be nice to. I guess we won't hear anything probably till what, February?
Yeah, because that you got to give them time to get back to the office and kind of get acclimated to what the plans are going forward. At least for the first quarter, amongst themselves, they're going to discuss what's going on. There's just a lot to do. Yeah.
They'll fill us in.
Oh, definitely. Content is coming.
All right, man. Well, hey, I might check in later.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
All right. See you.
All right. 07. We got engineers. Oh, gosh. Can I set the self-destruct on the ship? Maybe. And that'll end it, I think. Let me try that. Yeah, what's going to happen is Maelstrom is going to take over that whole system. It'll be a more accurate deliverable, so they won't have to handcraft things anymore on the side of armor. It'll have a certain number as opposed to partial parts of the ship having that number, and they mentioned that Maelstrom it will totally and accurately give you the correct stats for your ship's health. Now it's looking normal in here. Oh shit, he shot me through the damn, or is it the bullets are coming through the door? Get a little health stats. Get my stats up. Oh wow. What is going on? Uh-oh. I fell through the ship. Oh, wait a minute. The turrets, can they work? Maybe. Gripping and ripping. Oh, yes, baby. Bring them on. Where are they? I can't see you. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Come on back. Come on back. Oh, man. Get some, get some. Ah, just got away. Just got away. Hear that Reliant flying around. Come on, buddy. Oh. Oh. Oh, yeah, he felt that. That's right. Arsehole. Fried goose, Peking duck. Oh, gosh. Sukiyaki, baby. Holy smokes, man. Bad situation. I hit him, though. I wonder if the turrets are working, right? Oh. Let me see if I can... Oh, crap. Oh. And perfect. Oh, the turret. Let me try the turret. Damn, not working. Damn it.
How can this help you today?
Fire, fire, fire. Damn it. Destroyed. Oh. Holy smokes. Nothing.
How can Miss help you today? Systems
Oh
on.
crap. Nothing. Oh sh. Crap. Oh gosh. It is crying for help. Screaming. Oh gosh, it's oh wow.
How can Miss help you today? Systems on.
Nothing. Let me see if I can get into the over this in this seat with a turret. To a turret remote. Oh man, failure. Power plant failure. No, I'm not gonna fire on anything. Head in the water, man. Yeah, she's telling you right there. All you're getting is an audio. I'm done. Holy smokes. Yikes. I'll try to set the destruction sequence. In the pilot seat, see if I can set it. Oh no, it's shot, Remprint. Everything is shot. Literally. Figuratively and literally shot. Wow. Holy smokes, man. He's taking a beating. He's like destroyed. Quantum drive, repairing. Repairable damage detected. If I can... Oh, wait a minute. That's what I should have... You know what? Now I'm thinking. Could have initiated quantum drive and just jumped out of there. Cannot repair. That it is busted. You don't have a power plant. Cannot repair material. Oh damn. Critical. Here it is. Here it is. It's about to it's going down. And the ship. Captain goes down with the ship. Oh. Oh shit. Oh, it's about to go down, man. Oh, wow. Holy smokes. Oh, the power supply, remove it? I didn't try that. I wonder, is that possible? I don't think I have. I thought I purchased the freaking you know, I need to keep a tractor beam. So I need the tractor beam and the repair tool. Yeah, I don't have the component to change it. I thought I did though, but no, I don't. Strategy. Yep, I'm done, man. I'm a bio brick real quick. Be right back. Oh my gosh. No tractor, no problem, no ship. Oh, I walked back and I saw myself spawn in. Oh crap. I think I can guess what went down.
Medical engineering to Biobase send.
Yeah, it happened. A thing happened. Holy crap. A thing happened. Oh my gosh.
Dr. Fenwick, please return to the morgue. The bodies are starting to smell.
Oh wow.
Visitors should proceed to the lobby. It's the big sign with the hospital name on top.
Oh yeah, it went down. Okay. We can I think we can all agree that there is a healthy amount of time to kill, right? And it says if you have the right amount of people and they're coordinated, you can keep this thing afloat to some degree, but you got to figure out what's going on with in terms of what you're capable to utilize and what is available and interactive enough where you can resuscitate certain things. If not, you might have to make adjustments. You know, knowing, you know, if it's capable to replace certain components or all components, and if not, what can you do to make sure you make that a priority to keep the maintenance, upkeep, and repair going for that particular bespoke part that you can't change out. Yeah, or have a different ship. Know your ship. Know your ship. So that's the orbit, that's the cambio, that is the tractor beam. I can use that. Maybe have an extra or two of the share those. Yep. Just one of those. I need more of those.
Paging Dr. Nalara to neural recalibration. The AI is having an existential crisis again.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice once they get the figure out the NPCs, get them working right.
Please recalibrate.
Yeah, I mean, just knowing these systems on your ship, I think that's another thing too.
Hydration is important.
And then acclimating yourself where it's okay, I understand what my ship is about, and then when you have these encounters and situations, you can act accordingly, but still get pushed and be challenged in those situations. But you're better to, be focused on what needs to be done as you get acclimated to your ship, and then those situations will help you build those levels of experience you need to have in order to take on more and variables of, in relation to combat situations. You understand the variables, or you can react accordingly. Whether you win or lose, it's always something, like Jared said, what did we learn today? It's one of those moments that you kind of build a library on, and which helps make you better in those situations. So refinery or sale supplies, I might have to go there. Cargo services
Capsule
4.
now approaching station.
Okay,
Stand clear
0.
of disembarking passengers.
Let me go up. Let's try the cargo service area first.
The capsule will be leaving the station.
I need that RMC material, right? And I might go ahead and keep a tractor beam on my person just in case, and then keep those extra ones, the hand multi-tool, just for the repair
Clear of disembarking
aspects.
passengers.
Cargo services this way. Supplies and equipment. Oh yeah, I can definitely get on board with this. I'm needing one of these. Buy it on the kiosk. See if I can drop it in my backpack. And then eventually they'll have batteries. Holy smokes. Personal weapon. I'm going to use that. I'll need that. All right, it worked. And attachments. Let's see if they have the supplies. Oh, I'm gonna need those fuses as well. We keep a salvation of Asgard to scrape material for repair. Exactly. You were thinking the same way, Ramprint. I think that was an opportunity for players to, with crafting in mind. I think if you passed up on I put it to you this way. If you're excited about crafting and you passed up on the RSI Salvation, man, what are you thinking? And you don't, and if you don't have a type of resource ship like that, it was a no-brainer. They were giving you a bone right there, because you're going to go back at some point and say, you kick yourself and say, I got to go back and get that ship. Yep. Because I think with crafting, those materials are going to be incorporated with crafting, of course. No brainer. Are you going to be content with having to purchase these materials and then utilize it, or you want to cut out the middleman and just go ahead and procure your own resources, which makes sense? And to Ramprint's point is, hey, he's flying along in his main ship. oh, I gotta pick up. Let me do it right here. Procure the material, extract it, and get it incorporated while you're in the middle of the mission, or after the mission, or between missions, if that's a thing. Possibilities, especially if you have it. So I doubled back and I said, yeah, I got to get that RSI Salvation. And I think John Crew said, hey man, it fits in the galaxy. And I'm like, okay. Now you're talking. I got to get that material, the Cambo attachment. So it's not in cargo. So I would say it's an ore or material. So it's 3. I'm gonna head down to 3, deck 3. You know what? They've kind of figured out maybe the elevator debacle with Nix. It's all automated. You just get on. You know where it's going. You get on. You know, get on it and you go. No spawning and spamming the buttons. You get it and go. Let's see if it's here. Supplies. Shop now. Shop terminal. Backpack it. Let me see. Utility. No, miscellaneous. Let's see. I don't. Do they have? Let me do all. I could be missing it. I could be in the wrong place. There's there. I'm in the right place. This is what I wanted. $41 of them. Yep. What else, man? Fuses, right? Yeah, I need fuses. All category. Utility, no. I would imagine might as well top up and repair after the fight has been done instead of paying just to get the services done. I mean, yeah, it's gonna help you.
It's about that bottom line.
Because what happens when we really start to feel the economy, you know, be a part of the game, and it really in some instances it's a steady wave, and in some instances it could be dramatic, a tsunami of issues with the economy. I think that's the intent and purpose, is to, in certain periods, the economy is really rough, and then there's where it's profitable, it's easygoing. So you have to weather those storms. In those instances where the economy is really burdening and dictating that you have to be very frugal with your resources and be able to, you know, procure them yourself. And yeah, and I think when you say that, Ramprint, that fluctuates, especially it's at the forefront when the economy is really harsh, and there's you know, high demand and low supply, right? That's when it really hits you, and you got to say, okay, I got to be a little more resourceful to stab off these high prices, right? You got to be more productive in what you do and capable, because those costs can eat you up alive, man. And you're like, no, man, I got to find a better way. Where are the fuses? I would think back at cargo, maybe. I think they should be back at cargo. Let's see.
Safety notice. Please follow designated routes and refrain from approaching the tanks.
Okay, the terminals are wigging out. Something's weird going on now. Yeah, I would thought that. Okay, I have the cambio canister for repair. The fuses. Where? I don't know where they. I guess the components, ship stuff. Okay, yeah, that would be great. What is it? What is he called? Let's see. Is it Grays? Yeah, that's Teaches. Okay, 01. I'm going to Teaches. Going up to Teaches. That's where it is. Ship component, ships.
Safety notice. Please follow designated routes and refrain from approaching the tanks.
Yeah, Teaches is not cheap, man. I mean, all right, let's see here.
Capsule now approaching station.
Capsule, let's go.
The capsule will be leaving the station momentarily.
All right, here we go. 01, I believe. Was it? Ooh, Teaches. Oh, damn, that went all the way up to 10. And just like that, I'm like, where the hell is Teaches again? I think it's 01.
Momentarily.
Whoa, we got a crowd here, man. Oh, Teaches. There we go. He's back in the corner. Trying to remember. He was like back in the corner, man. Yeah, you go down the elevator. It was kind of weird. It wasn't on the same floor. Teaches at the lower. Have one. No, man. Lobby. No. It's a back room. Let me see checkpoint. It might be. No, Teaches was in the sub-level 01. It's kind of weird. You got to take another elevator to get to Teaches. It wasn't back here. This was cordoned off. It's gonna be the municipal works probably, like the new missions. But wait a minute, you have to go down at sub-level 01, Teacher's ship shop. It would make sense to go through the library, the hospital. But I thought it was through here. Okay, that one's going up to 1 and 2. Okay, what's back here? 3. Same thing? Let's see. No Hab 1, Hab 2. Hab floor. No. It was like a back door or elevator. Let's try here, the hospital. Yikes. Elevators. Okay, this is for the hospital. Coffee's getting cold. Where? Oh, okay. Let me go to exit. This is weird. I thought I remembered where. Let me check the floor again. It's weird. It's like a. You have to go down an elevator. Get to Teachers. Home and Hearth. Mercy Hospital. Home and Hearth. Okay, that's 01. Teacher Shift Shop. Oh, bummer. Okay, sub-level. Why am I freaking lost? Trying to get to Teachers. Is it here? I think it's here. Damn it, man. Weird. It's strange. It's freaking strange. JMat07. Why are they all ducking? What do you do to them, man? Yeah, about that. They don't want me to call them up for a mission to get on the ship. They don't want me as a crew member. Got killed, man. Hell no, I'm not getting on the ship with you. Are you serious? Are you serious right now, bro? No, I'm not getting on the ship with you. Not happening. I got back spasms. Not getting on the shit with you, bro. Dead man flying. Suicide mission. Nope. Suicide Squad is a movie, not my Star Citizen experience. No. No. Gollum. Gollumox. They did well with the Drake series, man. It gives you that utilitarian vibe right here, man. Like it's stone cold industrial. It's what you do, man. It's what you do. That's Drake for you. Let me I still have this ship, this vehicle right here. I still have it, man. I need that material. Make a transaction item shop. Okay, let's see if we have the... Okay, here we go. Fuses, man. There we go. That's what I wanted. Set it to my backpack. How many can I get? I'm about to find out. Say 21. That's a good amount. Okay.
All right, let me confirm your preferred destination here. Okay, I'll have it sent to your hangar.
Thank you, sir. Clean up a little bit, man. I mean, clean up a little bit. All right. They're chill now. I told them I called them out, and now they're like, yeah, that's the truth. Look, I'm relaxed now. I'm not gonna fly on the ship with you. Look, they're chill now. There you go. I think that was it. That's why they were ducking. You asked J Matt. Now the truth's out there. Like, I'm good now. They're good. Oh, damn it. Truth to set them free. Ouch. That's now you know why, J Matt. Now you know why. Damn. Let me go ahead and clean that tack again.
Welcome to the ASOC Vehicle Retrieval System.
Destroyed. Wow. 13 minutes.
Your insurance claim has been sent. Welcome to the ASOC Vehicle Retrieval System. Goodbye.
Chat, I'm going to stop back. I'm going to grab a bite and come back a little bit and continue this. I'm going to load up the tack, come back, and do some combat. Hopefully I get some more people in. We can engineer it, crew it up properly, and learn from our previous experience. We're going to probably do some practicing with the components, making sure that we have the tools and they're working the right way. But yeah, it's a good segue to take a break and then come back in a bit. 07s. We'll do that. It's early. It's Saturday night, man. Get a bite, come back, and let's finish. Not finish, but continue to test out engineering properly. But it's showing that the time of death is really long. I mean, it will take a while. But if you have everybody working together, I think you can stay alive for a bit. Mainly with NPCs. Now, it's going to be a different story when it becomes actual PvP type deal. So that's yet to happen. We haven't seen that encounter right off the bat, but that's coming. Trust me, that is going to be a thing. But I think people will be more welcome to that, where it's a thing of reaction, quick reactions, and counter actions to basically stay alive, really, or gain the upper hand, or be able to escape the situation. So all those scenarios are on the table, and they can randomly happen at any given time. But the way they have it set up now, it's going to allow us to strategize and play it out. So I think it's in a good space because we are still getting acclimated. But rest assured, I think they're going to dial it back where if you're not attentive or quick to react to those situations, you're going to put yourself in a hole where you cannot come out of. And I think that's where lies the reality versus arcade versus balanced gameplay will come into focus. But they're getting there. But right now, time to death, time to kill is, it takes a while. It needs to until we get acclimated, pretty much. But it's pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting. It's not to say I dislike it, or it's not to say I'm super overwhelming. I think it's foundational, and I think it's not a like or dislike. It's what the game is, and so you say you respect it. That's all. You just you respect it, and then as experience comes, then you get to the conversation. Hey, man, I'm really liking this because I'm able to handle these certain situations, and they play out the way they're supposed to. So they're working, man. They're on their way. But I think we'll see this as a release candidate by next week. They did a heck of a job to get to the point where the frames are and the optimizations are there. It's much better. I remember when they first opened up Levski, it was just Chop City. But I think it's also, it calmed down a little bit with the number of people just they wanted to see. But I think next year is where they really can get things up and running to extent with double the player counts and double the performance. That's what you want. And I think that's what they're aiming for. All right. I'll see y'all in a bit. I'm going to get a little bite. I will see you soon this evening. I'll be back. 07s. See you in a bit, y'all. Oh, 07 shrimp pasta. Double mint gum, baby. I'll see y'all in a bit. Get on the ship, shrimp pasta. We need some engineers. I promise you won't die. I promise. Oh, 07.